Okay, so tonight MT4 is something that, well, let's just say that I know it like the back of my hand. I've written a lot of software over the years, and MT4 has been kind of pivotal in my kind of software development and my trading kind of career, I guess, as a retail seller. It's got a lot of good points, a couple of bad points. Generally, the guys that own it, but in fairness, if you're trying to get the most out of your charts, you're trying to understand the most out of the data that's presented to you, I don't really think there's a better way than using MT4 for now. There are certain products that are coming up that are probably going to be better in the future, but right now I would say that MT4 is a good solid base for that 80% technical analysis that you need to be very au fait with. So for us now, as always, the risk warning remember that spread betting, CFD trading can have high risk or capital, results in losses, seasonal deposit. So for everyone, so please ensure you understand the risks involved. The information and comments provided here in all circumstances are considered an decision to invest. Nothing here should constitute investment advice. The information provided is accurate the data is produced. Education only. Content of the webinar is posted with the moderator and InterTrader.com. Content does not constitute financial investment or tax advice. InterTrader.com is not subject to any liability for content comes from the session. So, what is MT4? Well, MetaTrader 4, also known as MT4, is basically an electronic trading platform, and you can chart through it, you can trade through it, and it's meant for your retail trader. Okay, it's developed by MetaQuote software, and it's released in 2005. So it's by no means, a new piece of software. It's been around for a long time. So the software is a license, and again, all the things that kind of allow people to get involved in the markets in a responsible way. Like most brokers, they will get involved in things that are going to make them money. So if they think that MT4 is going to help people to trade, understand the markets, get involved, then that's exactly what they're going to do. But if it's not going to help people, then they won't provide it. So for me, MT4 is proven because pretty much every broker that's out there will allow people to use MT4. So generally in my kind of industry, in my kind of business, if it's not used to you, it doesn't make the brokers any money, then it's no good. So things like auto chartists are generally very good because they make traders feel more confident. Things like MT4 are very good because they make traders interact with the markets better. All these things are designed to make brokers money. Let's not forget the bottom line. So what is MT4? I mean, basically it's a platform designed to integrated your technical analysis combined with your trading interface. So I'm looking at my screens now. I have a lot. Well, I only have 3 big screens, but both sides I have my technical charts. So I have my hourly, 50-minute and 5-minute, which I've always told you is the way to trade. Then I have my overview of the hourlies, again, of what's interesting to look at from the markets. So really, it's very, very easy to customize your charts and to arrange things in the way you want. At the end of the day, these things are pretty difficult in some respects to get perfectly right. Because as I've always said with trading, I mean, I can't teach you the way I trade. I mean, basically, I'm teaching you a way to trade and a way to get involved in the markets. But that's down to you. It's entirely down to you. What is what's good for you, what's interesting for you. What kind of makes you tick as a trader. At the end of the day, it's kind of down to each individual to set up the charting style, the charting package, and the time frames that they want. I would say there are 7 main areas and characteristics that you need to focus on. So number 1 is the toolbar, which is where you're going to navigate. The market watch, which really controls every product you trade. Indicators and templates, which are massively important, a real key aspect of 80%. Then profiles, a way of customizing the charts to arrange them how you want. Then one-click trading, again, the fastest way I know to trade through a chart. And then your account, closing trades and managing positions. So there's a lot of time spent for me setting up the charts. I mean, I've literally spent hundreds of man hours in my software arranging things just the way I want. I don't know how other people should trade the things the way they want. But it's very, very difficult to kind of preempt how you should trade. So as I said, I kind of teach things. I teach trading with my edge, my experience, and what I've done. And the charts and MT setup, I'll give you a basic framework, like everything I do. It's down to you to figure out, how you want to get involved and what you want to do. So the toolbar, like most Microsoft functions, is icon based. So it's the top of the charts, and it allows you to see exactly what you want to do. So all these icons here give you different access to different parts of the charts as a whole. So I'll jump into the chart. basically what you're looking for is the market watch, which is going to be the next section, and that's a new chart. So if you want to figure out what market's going to do, what's going to move, what's interesting to look at, then you need to look at the market watch, because the market watch will first of all give you every product you can trade in MT4. So that is located right at the top left. The first icon that you see, again, is the most important. So when you drag that down, click on it, you can see the euro, dollar, cable, dollar Swiss. That's just the basic default. But all your FX, indices, commodities, spread betting, metals, etc. are all laid out for you. So once you click on one of these things, you'll bring yourself up a new chart, and it will be whatever that product is. Okay? So again, very, very self-explanatory. Now the main toolbar functions after that are all the things you'll need once you've opened the chart. So number one is the chart type you want. If you want a bar, candle, line. Number two, the zoom. Number three, maximizing windows, auto scroll, add indicators, time frame. Everything you need to know once you've opened your chart. Again, to get them the way that I look at them, the way that you've seen me trade so many non-farm payrolls, so many kind of live data events. That's what you're looking for. All the things I've done is through using these different tools that MT4 give me. So once you've put up your open chart, it will look like this on the left, pretty basic, pretty standard. So what I would suggest is that generally what you use, the tools on top, is to make it zoomed in, put some indicators like RSI, put some straight lines on that I've always taught you to do, as in the support and straight line resistance and support lines, and just get an idea what the market's trying to do. This view on the left will not really tell you a great deal, to be honest, but this on your right will start to give you an information point of reference in which you do your technical trading. As I said, going from a basic standard chart to candles, zooming in, the indent, which gives you a space where the market potentially move to, not just hugging the the right side. Again, it all is very visual. It's all designed to allow you to predict what can happen in the future based upon the past. Then we have indicators, straight line support resistance, bit of Fibonacci, can't go wrong with that. Then yet again, once you've got that information, you've got an idea what the market can do. You can see, draw a straight line of resistance. See the market's made a double top almost. Yeah. But then we've found a lower point, a strong bull trend. That then if you draw some straight lines to support, look for the RSI, overbought, oversold, you can pick out points where the market can get to in the future. That's all we're ever trying to do. Predict what happened in this period here, then use our technical analysis to predict what's going to happen in the future. So straight line, support. If you break through that support, market should get to all these lines that we've indicated that were previous levels, support and resistance. Okay, so as I've always said, trading's quite difficult on its own. What you're always trying to do is make it simpler, and I would say that definitely this is a good way of doing that. So MetaTrader, the market watch, is designed to allow you to drag any particular product you want into the open window. So you can see here we've got some indicators. That's great. You can leave any indicator you want. When you drag any chart, any product into the open chart, it will change the indicator as well. So it's really kind of very very responsive. It's very kind of adaptable to trading. So if you want to look at the pound versus the dollar, the euro, yen, the FTSE, gold, anything, all you need to do is drag these things to the open chart, and all the indicators will adjust to that product you want. So as I said, it's again, the templates will come later, but this is a great way of having an open space and being able to drag any product you want and then get an idea of what it will do from a technical perspective. So the market watch, again, is the most powerful for me. We can double click on a product and you can open how to place an order. So if you want to trade the euro dollar, the NASDAQ, the Swiss, doesn't matter. Double click from this market watch window and you can do anything you want. You can drag it into the open chart and view it, or you can double click and trade it. That for me is very powerful. Saving time, saving effort, is very, very important when you're a trader. So the indicators, again, I think the indicators for me are one of the most powerful technical tools in MT4. They have the ability to overlay things that you already know. You already know if a market's going up, you already know if a market's going down. But it's that timing element. So things like RSI, Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci give you an idea of what a market has done and is doing over a period of time. So for me personally, I would say it's very, very important that you understand what indicators work for you. they're all lagging. They all take what happened in the past to predict the future, and you have to understand what that means in your trading kind of terms. As I've always said, trading is 80% technical, 20% fundamental. So that technical representation, is quite important to understand, what you want to do. It's quite important in how you want to trade. So once you get your charts open from that market watch, then what you want to do is understand, what the indicator is going to tell you. So this one particular here is the RSI. So the RSI tells you if it overbought or oversold, depending on, again, what the markets are trying to, put across to us. If the market's going up, that's fine. We can see that from a simple trend line. But where is it overbought? Where is it oversold? Well, the RSI indicator can help tell us them particular, overbought and oversold boundaries. So again, as I've always said, the Fibonacci, an up move to a down move, 80% of the time it will retrace to 50%, so we can understand where the pivot value is. Bollinger Bands shows areas of support and resistance. Moving average tells us where that kind of potential breakout could come from. And again, I think the big thing is all these things I've just shown you. You can pre-program. I think the biggest thing with technology people forget is that it's there to help you. It's there to give you an idea of what the market can do. What the market can give you in terms of resistance, support, again, that technical framework that makes things all that easier for people to get involved in. So when you click on a product and bring it into your open window, then all of a sudden, you have all these tools, all these things available, that are almost like, a no-brainer to get you involved. You can see that, the previous slide, that example of 3 indicators, you may want to save as a template. So if you want the RSI, you want straight line of Fibonacci, and you want, Bollinger Bands, then get involved. All you have to do is save that as a template, and you can put that on any chart you want. It saves you time. That's what MT4 is there to do. It's there to save you time. So again, I think it's all experience, and all these things, are quite easy for me to say, but in practice, it's quite difficult. What you're trying to do is understand where the market's been, where it can go, and find a way of getting involved in these things. At the end of the day, these things are very, very difficult when you're a newbie trader because you don't know what you rely upon. You don't know what gives you that solid, indication to buy, solid indication to sell. And really, always what we're trying to do, is figure that out. And your technicals will give you that, but you need that makeup. You need that bit of confidence. And I would say that comes with having the right kind of ideas about trading, the right kind of template. So maybe Bollinger Bands, RSI are absolutely essential to you. So every chart you want to look at is a template because you want to look at the RSI and Bollinger Bands no matter what the product is, because that gives you an idea of where value is. And templates, as I said, you can save the view however you want. That's why MT4 is much better than other products right now. So it's completely customizable to you. If you want, to have certain indicators, a certain color set, a certain zoom, your chart type, your lines, your whatever, then it's all there for you. All you have to do is go click, 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 save as a template, and every chart you want to look like that will look like that. And that is absolutely the most powerful point, I would say, of MT4. It allows you complete ability to, customize the charts however, literally however you want. So then profiles. Profiles allow you to save groups of charts. So in this way, we can maximize the space in each screen. So when you see people on, Facebook, you see them on social media, you see the guy with 20 screens and, I make so much money doing this. They're all, pretenders, they're all idiots. They don't know what they're doing. At my peak, I had 18 screens, but that's when I was a risk manager. When I was a trader, the most I had was 8 screens. And even I, as a professional trader, didn't need 8 screens, to be honest. Right now, I've got 3 screens. That's all I need. And I make more money than any of these guys, do. So you have to believe me that, it's not the quantity that counts, it's certainly the quality. So when you've got groups of charts, it doesn't really matter, does it? You can save profiles and have your chart set up however you want. So what you're looking for is any kind of correlation. So you can see, the euro going up here, so the dollar going down. You're looking for the markets to give you an indication. So when you set up these profiles and you set up, an idea of what the charts are doing, you're not just trading the charts individually, you're trading all the charts, off the different kind of, positive and negative, correlations and connotations they can have. And your profiles will give you that. So you can set different profiles for whatever you want. So again, looking at the euro profile, all the pairs trading against the euro. So all focusing on this profile is euro. So if this euro dollar is going up, then the euro versus the Swiss has to come down. So it's all looking for correlations, and you can set as many profiles and kind of setups as you want. That's found at the bottom of MT4. So just when you open MT4, you've got that bottom section where it says something. You can have as many as you want. You can have indices. You can have profiles for FX, dollar pairs, pounds, anything you want. Again, it's very, very important. That you look to these things and you figure out what is correct for you, because at the end of the day, it's meant to be trading from your perspective. So it's figuring out what makes you tick from a technical perspective. So it's located to the bottom and middle of the screen. And again, you can do dollar pairs, commodities, indices. I would always try and group things because it makes things more, it makes it more kind of bite-sized. And that's what we're trying to do. Get data in the right kind of format at the right kind of time for the right reasons. So one-click trading, again, is something that's very, very useful. You can right-click on any chart and then open it up, the one-click trading, and then set your trade size, set what you want to do. And that's what I'm doing right now. I trade through the MT4 platform, so I buy and sell through the chart. So for me, there's no better way to trade. So what you get is a chart where you see the market direction. You understand the high might be hit. So I want to sell the market down to these support points here. Then all I have to do is sell. Yeah, sell here with my default settings. So your account. So again, when you're trading the markets, you want to know, what you're doing, what you're trading. And once you click on your account, you can have this window at the bottom. So again, another self-explanatory, reason why MT4 is good. You figure out, where you want to buy and sell. You see your position. If you want to close it, you click here. And again, you can see your margin, you can see your stop loss, all the things that are important to you, you can see on your chart. And that's what makes MT4 different. It's on your chart. It's not just kind of on a different screen. And that's what makes it very, kind of inclusive and very powerful for me. And you can do that by a shortcut. Control T will get your trading screen up. So I think the advantages for me are pretty clear. You can set your charts up pretty much any way you want. And I think the most important point for me is being able to, get involved and make the charts, really, just the way you want. There's absolutely no point in, getting involved in the charts and the markets if you're not comfortable, if you don't understand the technicals. And that's a big part of trading, that you're missing. So you want to choose the indicators, oscillators that meet that 80% need that you need. And then the templates are meant to set up your favorite, kind of setups and ideals. It's very easy to get suckered into trading. I think there's one set way to do things. You should copy a successful trader. And it's not, because traders are successful because they know things that other traders don't know. They know things that appeal to them. And that's what you're trying to do with MetaTrader. Pick up all the things that mean something to you. So the disadvantage is it's quite a lot of effort to learn how to use it. So this presentation, is... it's easy for me to present because I've used MetaTrader for years, and I've developed software, and it's kind of a no-brainer to me. But I can give you the templates, give you the ideas, but you have to do these things yourself. Nothing in life is free. Nothing in life is easy. If you don't want to put some time and effort into setting up how you want and getting the benefit from it, then unfortunately you're probably not going to be a good trader, because there's no freebies in trading. So I'd say an MT4. It can differ from the spread betting account that you might use, or if you don't trade through the charts, it's quite difficult sometimes to, get involved in, the market action. And, trading when you're not confident or you don't understand, what the system is, brings fear in itself. At the end of the day, the markets are quite clear. They're here for us to sell, to buy, to make some money, to make some profit. What we're trying to do is get involved with the point that, we think is useful. Alright guys, if you've got any thoughts or questions, I think probably I'll just do a quick desktop sharing, just to show you how MT4 works. And I think for me, it's... the benefits are very, very clear. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll start with an absolutely blank screen. So this is MT4, okay? MT4 as it stands. So If you want to understand what to trade today from a technical standpoint, go to the market watch. I want to trade the CAD Japanese yen. Well, there we go. Click on that, we get a chart. So the chart gives us an idea. This is hourly. So we can go monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hourly, doesn't matter. That's the chart. Okay. So for me, I want something a bit better. I want some color. So I put a blank chart which gives you red and green candles. So straight away, I understand what the market's done, from a technical standpoint. The market's gone, if we do Fibonacci here, the market's gone from here, the high, to the low here. So as I've always said, put a straight line on, 50% to pivot. So straight away, on this 15-minute chart, I know what the market's done from the high to the low. Okay, that's all I need to know right now. The market's been high, it's gone low, so it's either going to go back to 99.644 or go lower. Okay, so all the things you want to do, you can do whatever you want. As I said, if you want to look at this CAD versus Japanese yen on different time frames, all you have to do is drag it across here, here, here. So drag it across the market watch, charts open, go to window, tile window vertically. All of a sudden, you got the windows vertically. So I want to see this on the daily, I want to see this on the hourly, this on the 15-minute, this on the 5-minute. Okay, so again, bring them back to a blank chart. Here, templates, blank chart, blank chart, blank chart. So I can see already what's happening. It looks pretty negative, doesn't it? We were high in the daily, off the highs in the hourly, off the highs in the 15 minutes, off the highs in the 5 minutes. So try and pick out what happened in the hourlies and think, well, here, market found support. Here, market found resistance. So drag that through to the 15-minute, see the same picture. And understand that here was resistance, here's support. So for your 5 minutes, if we're right in the middle, trading about here, what we're going to do? We're going to hit the upper band at 99.853 or the lower band at 99.209. Yep. Again, that's what we're trying to figure out. Uptrend. Okay, look like we're running out of momentum. Down on the hourlies, down on the 15. So you're looking for the 5-minute chart to break this level here. And then the 5-minute chart, CAD versus Japanese yen, we go down to these lower levels. There we go. As simple as that. Okay, so that's the power of MetaTrader. You can make charts however you want. I mean, I've got a million setups. I've got most traded, an overview of DAX, gold, yep, other indices, things I like. Individuals, so just gold, individual, daily, hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute. Okay, so again, you can set it all from the profiles however you want. But you have to put a little bit of effort into MT4 to give you an idea of what the market can do. All right, guys. Any thoughts or questions on that? I mean, I know MT4 is a bit tricky sometimes, but that's an idea that you have to put some effort in. You have to have an idea of what the market's trying to do. You have to have an idea of what you're trying to achieve. I mean, have you got any questions? Well, the difference is, Mahesh, is that there's a lot more kind of customized indicators that go into the kind of pro versions. At the end of the day, anything you can set up, other traders can set up. It's all down to what you want to achieve, isn't it? It's all down to what you find useful. The difference is pretty hard to say, to be honest. Can you show trades you've opened actually on the chart, not just below as you showed earlier? Well, if you open trades here, yes, I'm short gold here. So this is a trade I've got on right now. So I'm short gold at this point. So it's showing you right here. Sell 15 lots here. So yes, that's what you can see. Okay. I'm not showing. Sorry. For whatever reason, it's not showing the charts anymore, guys. The desktop showing is very temperamental, I'm afraid, on this. So yes, I mean it shows you a straight dotted white line of where you get into the trade, and it shows you how much. Yeah, sorry. I don't use trade signal, e-signal. I don't use anything like that. Why would I? I'm a professional trader. Why would I use things like that? I don't backtest. No. Well, the charts are as real time as they can, Mahesh, for free. I mean, what do you expect? What do you want? Do you want a spread betting platform to give you instant tick by tick data? You know, the most advanced time data, whatever. You're going to be realistic with these things. You know, the delayed. You know, with the market. You know, you're not paying for direct market access. I was paying £3,500 for a desk fee for direct market access when I was a trader. So no, you're not going to get direct market access. No, you're not. And I don't back test. And what's the point? Why would you back test? I mean, it's the past, isn't it? You know, you forward test. You know, there's nothing you can think about. I know you're thinking here, Mahesh. I know exactly how you're thinking. There's something you can do. There's some new levels you can go to. There's a new way of thinking about the markets. There's not. Don't think about it. You can't reinvent the markets. You don't have as much money as institutions or big traders. You can't reinvent the markets. All you can do as a retail trader, which I'm guessing you are, is do the best you can. Okay, which is make some money every day and bank it. You are not a professional trader. You will not reinvent trading. You have not got my experience anywhere close to it. You know, you haven't developed 3 software packages, managed the biggest foreign Schneiders, traded £1,000,000 account. You've not done what I've done. And if I can't do it, then you've got no chance. Absolutely no chance. So you've got to stick what you can hold dear to, and what you can do is just control your own emotions, buy low, sell high, and get involved in the markets when you can. That is it. That is simply all you can do. Okay, guys, any other thoughts, any other questions, anything you'd like to ask about MT4? I mean, MT4 is great. I mean, it's a great platform. It's not the only platform out there, but it is something we can use to help our 80% technical analysis, which is absolutely huge. Well, basically, what you do is just upload the indicator and then go to the navigator and drag it onto the screen. So it's basically click and play. So, Chris, what you do is you find it in the navigator, which will be the side of your screen like the market watch. Click on the indicator you want, drag it into the open chart, and it'll put it on. It's absolutely as simple as that. Okay, what you need to do is then right-click on the chart, okay, and do properties. No, actually, what you need to do is go to Tools, Options, and then where it says Expert Advisors, you need to click on Allow DLLs. That's what you've not done. Okay, let me just try and share the screen again. All right, here we are. Okay, got it back. Okay, so if you go to View, the Navigator, so you got all these things, and you drag them on, and it'll come up with this. Make sure you've got the allowed DLLs. Okay, so what you have to do is go to Tools, Options, yeah, where it says Expert Advisors. Make sure Allow DLL exports and imports is ticked, and then the indicator will work. Okay, so Tools and Options. Yeah, that's where a lot of things are forgot in MT4. Yep, no worries. If you try that, it will definitely work. I mean, it's one thing. Yeah, I should have been a bit more clear on. So as I said, yes. I mean, your trades will show. So as I said, I mean, this is the trade I've got on now, 15 minutes. So this dotted line here says where I'm short here. So hopefully gold will go into this point here. I'll be rich. Won't that be nice? Won't have to do webinars anymore. Any other thoughts? Any other questions, guys? I say, MT4. I mean, this is how I use it. This is my screen setup. So this is how I use it. I've set my profiles. So I want to look at gold. Look at gold on the daily, hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute. Want to look at euro dollar. It's all exactly the same. It's all the same kind of makeup, all the same idea. RSI type indicator, Bollinger Bands, candlesticks. It's not overly complicated at all. So any final thoughts, guys? Any questions? Anything you'd like to ask? Does InterTrader offer APIs for one owns plugins? InterTrader are fairly good, as you know. You know, you can pretty much do anything you like with InterTrader. So if you've got your own, kind of proprietary stuff you want to bring on board, ask them. Yeah, we can help you in any way you can. I mean, as I've always said, Andrew, it's unlikely you'll know more than us guys in the industry. But there's something you want to happen, something that's going to help you. Yeah, of course, you can ask us. We can help you in any way we can. Like I said, I was in Copenhagen at the weekend making my third piece of software. So, I'm well versed in these kind of things. It's kind of I've helped people, run, billion-pound hedge funds with software. There's nothing that you guys can't think of or can't help you with. But if it's worth it. That's why I do these webinars. An expert advisor is something that trades for you. It's a set of parameters that you put into the chart that buy and sell based upon the parameters you set. So I've EAs running in all sorts of markets and all sorts of different accounts. So they're basically expert advisors that trade for you based upon criteria. Yes, this is my own plugin. This is it. This is how I make my money. These green and red lines, these indicators. This is how I make my money. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's how I make my money, Manesh. Yes, by these indicators. Yes, I've created iView charts like this. This is iView charts. This is my way of trading. This is how you trade through the green and red lines, and 80% of the time, they're right. Yes, Manesh, you can get them. Absolutely. If you want them, by all means. If you open up an InterTrader direct account, the MT4, through my link on iView charts, you can have them for free. Again, I'm here to help traders. I'm not here to sell things. I give things away for free because I believe everybody should have a fair crack at the market. I do well enough and I've made enough money. So I'm trying to help you guys as much as I can. So yeah, just go to iView charts and open up the link to get free an MT4. And yeah, of course you can have it. So anything else, guys? I mean, it's quite difficult. I mean, it's every time you see me do an MT4 kind of demonstration with non-farm payrolls or any kind of FOMC, it's all very quick actioning. It's all very quick happening. But the whole point is I know red is the highs of the market. Look at gold. I mean, in the 15 minutes, these lines don't change until they redraw. So we know this was bad. So we're selling gold here. I was stupidly selling gold here as well. But then it doesn't matter. It comes back down. So I'm selling gold again because I know it's likely to get to here and here. So again, it's just understanding where the market's been, oversold. Yeah, the red telling you where we're ready to kind of go down, the green saying we're going to go back up. And it's making, trading that, kind of not black and white, but kind of as easy to understand as we can. It's £1,000. If you open up an account with £1,000, you can have iView charts. It's worth $2,000 a year, so £1,000 in your account, you can have iView charts for as long as you use the account. I can't really say further than that. I'm a pretty generous guy. I've given away, more than I should do over the years for free. And there's no exception. I will give things away for no cost to yourself. £1,000 in an account, you don't trade through it, no worries. I'm not bothered, but I need your commitment. Don't give things away for nothing. I mean, I appreciate your questions. It's not me versus you. I'm here to help you. I'm not trying to say that I know more than you. I've just had 14 years of pain in the markets. So any questions you've got are highly appreciated by me. And I turn up every time I do a webinar to give you 100% and give you the benefit of my experience and tell you to do the things that, I've seen other traders and myself do that didn't make any money. And then, the opposite, do things that have made money. So it's all, I'm trying to help. I'm not ever trying to say I'm better than people or know more than people. I'm just trying to help you get involved in the markets the best way you can. I mean, you can optimize these things however you want, Andrew. I mean, these things are literally, you can customize MT4 to the nth degree. You can have it, I've seen people with, dancing cats. I've seen people with animation. I've seen people with, all sorts of sound setups. You can do whatever you want, okay? It's absolutely, you can optimize it to the hilt. But again, I can only take you so far. I can give you my charts and what's made me my money over the years, and you do whatever you want with it until that point. After that, you're on your own. I mean, testing strategies. I mean, don't fall into that, Andrew. I mean, you can test things and back test them. I was at one of my companies has got I don't want to go too much detail, but okay, I've got a rocket scientist working for me. Okay, he's a rocket scientist. He's a rocket scientist. He's developed his own language, and he developed this language and back tested a system that made X amount of money over X amount of years in stock markets. And he said, "Steve, I'm going to make loads of money with this strategy. Will you back me £500,000?" Okay. Why do I need to back you £500,000 if this is guaranteed? Okay, and you're a rocket scientist. Okay, I'm not a rocket scientist. You're clearly smarter than me. So why do you need my money? Okay, back testing is something you fall into, and you can prove anything over statistics over time. The only real way you can make money in the market is by trading real time, live, and making money there and then. That's the only thing. Back testing strategies for me is dangerous. Okay, find a strategy that works for you in the charts, and then trade it yourself. You will never be able to automate something unless you can trade it yourself. I trade off 3 screens. So I'd say you don't need more than 3 screens. Okay, guys, anything else? Anything you'd like to ask or any final thoughts? 3 screens. I have 3 24-inch monitors. How many trades a day? I wouldn't really do more than 5 trades a day, I'll be perfectly honest. But I trade fairly large size, so. My average run time is 29 minutes. But again, it doesn't matter what I do. I've got my own trading style, my own risk strategy, my own understanding, my own charts. So I know what works for me. What you need to figure out, Casper, is what you do. So open up MT4, then attach the EA for FX book, and it will tell you my FX book will tell you all the stats you need to know. It will tell you how long you run a trade for, the average wins, long, short, your Sharpe ratio, all these things. So these are the obvious, the other kind of benefits of having MT4. By having a system that is so adaptable and so kind of free flowing with data, anything you plug in can be of helpful use to you. Well, Rambling Rose, I mean, again, a comparison. You do 4 or 5 trades a week and have one large screen. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely fine. I mean, as long as you're making money, Rambling Rose, what does it matter? I mean, there's no comparison to me. I have 3 screens because generally one's taken up with my email and other work, and 2 other screens are for my charts. Trading's not my life, to be honest, anymore. I trade every day because I can, but I've got other things going on, so I just need to see what I need to see. What I need to know. Yes, like I said, one screen's for my email, and then the other 2 screens are generally charts, which I trade through. So. Oh, no worries, Rambling Rose. Listen, I know you've followed me for a while. It's not about being right, as I've always said. It's doing what works for you. You got one screen. If you trade, sit on one leg. It doesn't make any difference to me. Whatever helps you guys. I can only tell you from my experience of what works. You don't need to be one of these guys that have 20 screens and 5 laptops and think you're big time. Nobody's watching you guys. Nobody's watching you. Do whatever makes you money. Yeah, that's what we got to do. All right, guys. Like I said, MT4 for me is something I use, something I've traded for a long time. Made a lot of money, made a lot of mistakes, and it's. I think for me, it's as I've always said. It's using these things that are a benefit for you. So if you can put the time and set up the time to make your own profiles, make your own interactions, make your own kind of templates, it will help you in the long run. But you've got to invest in the time, for in the forefront. Yep, no worries, guys. Well, listen, anything else you need to know, get me on Twitter at Steve Ruffley, and also, sruffley@tradeamerica.com is my email. So ask me any questions directly. If you're really stuck, guys, send me an email. I'll get you on well, not LinkedIn, sorry, Skype. I'll do a screen share, and I'll help you, understand, the charts and, give you a bit of an insight. So I can only help you as much as I can, but trading so individual, the charts are individual. This is meant to be an overview. You have to put a bit of time in yourself to, figure out what works for you. If you've got a £1,000 in the account, you can have the charts. I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, I've made my money through iView charts. I'm not here to sell anything. If you want the charts, you can have them. I don't really care, to be honest. I've got enough money. There's no subscription. It's free. You open up the account, you can have them. You don't give me any money. You put £1,000 in InterTrader account, you can have the charts. You take £1,000 out, still got the charts. Whatever. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not here to sell stuff. Yeah, no worries, guys. Well, listen, give it a try, see how it works. Use it in the demo account, but these things only really work in real time. In real life scenarios. But give it a try and see how you get on. All right, guys. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure. Anything else you need to know, get me on Twitter, and I'll be around all day tomorrow. Get me an email. All right, guys. Well, listen, have a great night. I hope you've enjoyed MT4, and please do give it a try. Thanks, guys. Good night.